Very different subjects, I think.
You don't have to be overly serious today.
No, you know, it's not, you know, ultimately it's initially this is about a learning exercise. Let's just make sure I carry on recording the audio. For you, Desi, what do you...
No, I have to come up with another idea because I thought that this was just about the idea.
Right, okay. Well, let's say we'll still go with it because I think yours is really interesting. If you were to do that, what's the material you've got to work with there? How do you see this working visually?
I've met her before, so
yeah.
I know her very well. My idea is to make a video, you know, start shooting her home, you know, all the kids, how they're living, how she's taking care of them. And let her explain a little bit, you know, how she's struggling because she's really struggling to find money and support from different charity organizations, and they don't actually give her any support because of some, I don't know, legal procedures.
So what's going to be the first 10 seconds of the video? Describe that to me.
The first 10 seconds I think should be, because this is the house outside, and probably a broad view of the side of the house inside, because it is just one room and one small kitchen. Yeah.
And then what?
And then probably the woman to start speaking. I'm not really sure. Or probably or probably the kids, you know, how they're playing or something. Yeah.
Okay. So the reason I ask is I'm wondering whether you're going to stick yourself in front of this, and I think you're right to let them speak for themselves, and I think the kids would be really interested. What's the narrative tension then? What's the question that you're raising in those first few shots?
How actually this? Why does she have so many kids? The first question probably, and how they can survive, you know, because it is really hard to raise 15 kids. And probably the people who are watching the video, this would be the first two questions that they would come up with.
And what sort of insight do you think is going to emerge from this? Obviously it's difficult to say because that will come out of the interview process, but what do you expect is going to be the insight, the payoff for the viewers of this video?
The whole idea, I'm not sure if I explained it, but the whole idea is that the people, you know, the users that are watching the video gonna understand that these are not actually her kids in the end of the story, because, you know, when you meet her you understand how she's actually feeling that they are her kids, because she's taking care of them like more than 5 years, and some are really, she's taking care for them since they were born. Yeah. And I think it would be very emotional because you know, most of the people when they read the feature, when I posted it, they, you know, half of the people cried.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's really emotional story, and I think it will be really great video. But you know, it depends on the people's perception sometimes. You know, it's not only.
So I think that's the weakest part of the idea is what the point is, what, you know, where it's going to end up. I'll show you. I mentioned Vimeo documentaries earlier. I think what you're talking about is a perfect example of something. These are the edited narrative type of videos that I was talking about earlier. And I'll try. I've got to see this. This looks interesting. Is it?
Преди днес. Чакай, ти кажи за главата. Аз ти казвам с нея, ти кажи за главата тогава. Преди днес. Дай. Любов и смърт не се отлагат. И ако ми обичаш ти, ела при мен сега, веднага, с лазурните си висоти. Ела и ми кажи, че аз съм единствен смисъл твоя ден. Превърнал се почти прекрасен от твоята любов към мен. Ела, но още днес, веднага, защото утре е смъртта. Любов и смърт не се отлагат. Ти помисли добре за.
Okay, I'll pause it there because that's was just curious. Right, let's see if I can find.